Attention passionate Pittsburgh Steelers fans. Latest news, something big is happening in the AFC North and it could change the game. We're talking about a direct impact on Pittsburgh Steelers' path to another Super Bowl run, a power shift that could leave a division rival stumbling for years. We're bringing this to you firsthand. But before that, if you're a true Pittsburgh Steelers fan, subscribe to the channel to strengthen this passion even more. Show that you're also part of this family. Let's help each other reach 1,000 subscribers. Share with your friends and Pittsburgh Steelers fans. Let's get to the news now. Let's talk about one of the biggest rumors circulating in NFL circles right now that could shake up the entire AFC North, and by extension, the Pittsburgh Steelers' future. Word on the street is that Penei Sewell, the elite offensive tackle from the Detroit Lions, might soon be donning the black and gold in Pittsburgh. Yes, you heard that right. It's a blockbuster move that has Steelers fans buzzing. The rumors suggest that the Steelers are in serious talks to acquire Sewell from Detroit in a trade that would send a second-round pick in the 2026 draft and a fourth-round pick in 2027 back to the Lions. This kind of move, if it materializes, would be nothing short of a game-changer for the Steelers' offensive line and for their entire season outlook. Let's break down the details. The Lions, sitting comfortably at 7-4, are in a bit of a rebuild mode. Their offensive line has been a bit shaky lately, especially with injuries to 3 of their starters. Sewell, considered one of the best young offensive tackles in the league, has been a bright spot on a team that's trying to stay competitive. But Detroit's cap situation, with around $15 million in cap space, and their pressing need for an edge rusher, since pressures and sacks have been too low, with pressures at just 32%, make them consider trading Sewell to free up cap space and draft assets. They're looking to rebuild the trenches, and acquiring draft picks in 2026 and 2027 gives them a longer-term view of building a more complete roster. For the Steelers, this is an opportunity to address their biggest weakness, the offensive line. Pittsburgh's OL has been allowing around 25 sacks this season, which is far too high for a team with playoff ambitions. Adding Sewell would immediately stabilize that unit, turning a weakness into a strength. Sewell's profile is exactly what Steelers fans crave, an elite offensive tackle with a proven track record of durability and dominance. In 2024, he's yet to allow a sack, and his PFF grade sits at an impressive 92.1. That's the kind of player who transforms a line, making life easier for the quarterback, opening lanes for the run game, and elevating the whole offense. Looking at his recent performance, Sewell has been a model of consistency. In 2025, he's played 11 games with just 5 sacks allowed. His run-block win rate hovers around 85%, and his EPA per run is plus 0.18, showcasing his ability to contribute both in pass protection and run blocking. He's also been injury-free, which is huge given his history of durability. His presence would bring an immediate upgrade to the Steelers' offense and provide a long-term anchor at right tackle, similar to what Trent Williams has meant for the 49ers, a true franchise cornerstone. The impact on the Steelers' offense could be transformative. With Sewell protecting the quarterback, Kenny Pickett would face fewer sacks, projected to drop from around 40-50 sacks this season to about 15 after the addition. That's a massive difference. It also opens up more running lanes, and the Steelers could see their rushing yards per game jump from around 110 to closer to 135 yards. The passing game would benefit too, with a more stable pocket and less pressure on receivers. This could bump their points per game from approximately 24.9 to around 27, making them even more dangerous on offense. And it's not just about the offense. Sewell's presence could elevate the entire team's confidence and execution. Imagine the Steelers' third down efficiency improving from 42% to over 45%, which is a crucial metric for sustained drives and scoring opportunities. Plus, with the added YAC yards after catch on the run game, potentially increasing by 4 or 5 yards, Pittsburgh's offense would become more explosive and difficult for defenses to contain. On the defensive side, this move could indirectly benefit the Steelers' pass rush by keeping the offense on the field longer and controlling the clock. The defense, which has already shown resilience this season, could find even more success with a more balanced and sustained offensive attack. The AFC North is fiercely competitive, with teams like the Ravens, Bengals, and Browns all fighting to stay in the playoff hunt. Adding Sewell would give the Steelers a clear edge, especially against stiff division rivals. Now, let's talk about the bigger picture. The betting odds reflect how significant this move could be. Currently, the Steelers are considered outsiders for a Super Bowl run, with their odds at plus 5,500. But if Sewell joins the team, those odds could shrink dramatically, potentially to plus 1,800 or better, making them serious contenders. The AFC, which has been dominated by teams like Kansas City, Buffalo, and Cincinnati, might see a shift in power. Sewell's addition would be a statement of intent from the Steelers, signaling that they are all in on contending for the Lombardi, especially with a rising young quarterback in Kenny Pickett. This move would also solidify the Steelers' offensive line for years to come, creating a foundation that could carry them deep into the playoffs and beyond. It's a strategic move that echoes the approach of teams like the 49ers, who have built their dynasty around elite offensive linemen like Trent Williams. Sewell, with his combination of size, agility, and elite performance, could be that kind of cornerstone for Pittsburgh, an immortal anchor on their line much like Williams has been for San Francisco. Of course, there are some questions. Will the Lions part ways with Sewell, given their current position and needs? Will the Steelers be willing to give up the draft capital required? And how quickly can Sewell adapt to the Steelers' system? These are the uncertainties that only time will answer. But the potential benefits are enormous, and it's a move that could reshape the AFC North race, giving Pittsburgh a serious edge in their quest for another Super Bowl appearance. In summary, this rumored trade is more than just a headline. It's a statement of intent. If it happens, the Steelers will not only improve immediately, but also set themselves up for sustained success. Sewell's talent and durability are exactly what Pittsburgh needs to push them over the top. It's a move that could define the franchise's future for years to come, turning a good team into a true contender, and perhaps bringing that elusive seventh Lombardi back to the Steel City. Pause here just for a second. If you want the YOUTUBE algorithm to keep recommending the latest Pittsburgh Steelers news to you, it's super important that you leave a like on this video. Go ahead, it's quick and it makes a big difference. Thank you. Now let us continue with the big reveal. And now, Pittsburgh Steelers fans, I want to hear from you. What's your take on this potential move? Do you think Sewell is the missing piece to bring another Super Bowl trophy to Pittsburgh? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Your opinion matters so much to us and to the Steelers organization. Remember, I'll be back soon with more updates, so stay tuned for all the latest Steelers news and analysis. This is what we do, staying ahead of the game, bringing you the inside scoop and keeping that Steelers spirit alive. Let's go, Steelers!